How you doing, Rose? This is not a song, this is just my back. Trying to find serenity. Okay. I just want to live my life. Did a little wrong. I love this song.
I do too.
This is just my energy. I'm trying to find serenity. Yeah. Love, show it to them and they don't show it back. Hate to see that you the one that's doing it. What's that word, family? Hey, man, welcome back to another episode of Nothing But The Truth minicast with your host, Rose Williams, and me. I'm Low from the Go, man, and the Go stands for Chicago. Rose, how have you been this week?
I've been swamped. I've been busy. That's all I can tell you, Haven't really been online, just been busy. You had to come and, bring me back to reality. It's easy, kids, when you're in school and, in the 12th grade and you think, I want to go get a job. Listen, nothing wrong with getting a job. You need to continue in school. For the simple reason, when you get older, it's harder for you to retain this information that they got. And they put things at such a high level. And they do that to discourage you and make you quit. And you have to find this energy from somewhere to keep going.
You've been studying, right?
I've been studying, but one test I did, I failed the test. So I was supposed to go last week and take it. I didn't take it. So tomorrow I'll probably go and take it. I remember the stuff, but sometimes when I get the paper and the information is put in front of me, I forget it, or once I hand in the test, then all the answers come back. But it's too late then because the paper's in. When you get older, you can't take all that stuff. Your mind is like a sponge. That's true. Your mind is like a sponge. And normally I have a good memory. I think I have an excellent memory. But when you're under stress, you can't remember. At least I can't. That's just me.
Right. But to me, you got a great memory. Like you remember names, dates, ages, all type of stuff. Like I be telling people, I be bragging about your memory.
When you're trying to do something and you under stress, at least for me, it's not sticking. And that's what's frustrating for me. And then you have to enjoy what you're thinking about. And for me, math was just not one of my subjects. So I'm doing this accounting because me and a friend want to open up this business. So we got to learn about occupancy and cash flow and all this.
I got a video that I want you to check out and diagnose for me.
Police found her teen daughter hiding out in New York after having run away from home.
Crying on television, showing a tremendous amount of grief. Now that very same mother is facing jail time.
She's a good girl, please.
Jamie Moore went public asking for help to locate her daughter, who went missing back on October 14th, when the 14-year-old was found in Harlem on 111th Street. Once she talked to the NYPD, she revealed who she was and said she did not want to return home.
She was in several locations, as far as we can tell, in New Jersey, ultimately, though, ending up in New York. Where I believe she was staying in a shelter in Brooklyn.
The 14-year-old had not been in school since it started in September. Jamie Moore had even started a GoFundMe page, which raised nearly $10,000. Now she is facing 2 counts of child endangerment.
And those charges do include physical abuse and neglect. Jamie Moore is 39 years old. This mother is now under arrest.
39-year-old mother. The daughter hadn't been in school since September. All right, she was found in New York, and when they found her, she told the police she did not want to go back home because of physical abuse. Not only that, but every picture I saw the mom in, it's like she tried to look her best. She had the contacts in, she had the eyelashes on, she had the weave done right. Kind of cute, but not for me. She was too fake for me. With the contacts throw me off. I heard a story that her auntie witnessed her stepdad punch her in the face. Her stepdad happened to have been a New York City police officer or a police officer from the East Coast. All right, so the mama's husband punches the girl in the face. The auntie witnesses it. Soon after, the husband was fired from the police department. And now this happens next. What is this a case of, Rose? Because a lot of people were saying this is a case of a mom getting jealous of her daughter because maybe that man was watching her and looking at her and observing her. The girl did not want to go back home.
This is my thing. You ladies out there with these girls, you know, you want these boyfriends, these men and all of that kind of stuff. Listen, you can't raise a boy a certain way and a girl a certain way because they're different. And if you have a girl child, you really got to be extra sensitive who you let your daughter be around. Okay? Some of these guys, they no good. I'm just going to be honest with you. They don't like no women. They like daughters. They like jailbait. That's the word for it. They like jailbait. Now, the mother, it was her duty to make sure that child went to school every single day. That girl should have been going to school, not out here in these streets. That's why I say good for the mother. She need to go to jail. Lots of times these family members.
Rose, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did you hear how the news reporter was talking about it? The black guy, like he was like, she's behind bars now. Great thing. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm so sick of these people. You know, all of these so-called civil rights activists and all these people that's in the community, they say they help people. I don't even want to hear that no more because I know that's a lie. I'm not saying all of them don't, but the majority of these people, they do not help anybody. They help themselves. They wants to be on TV. They wants the money. They don't help these people. For them, it's all about the money.
Rose,
go ahead.
$10,000, go find me.
And that's another thing, these accounts that they put up. Well, that's good. She got $10,000. She gonna need it for the attorney. She gonna need it.
Do you think that the people should get their money back that sent the money to the mom?
That's up to them. They can say something. But 9 times out of 10, people don't say nothing no more. Okay? Just like that aunt. She saw that.
She said something. That's her statement. That's how I know it.
She should have been said something. She waited too late. She said something, but she should have been said something.
I'm not sure when she said it though, because
she did say something, but a lot of family members don't say anything. A lot of family members don't get involved. A lot of people turn the other cheek. I had somebody tell me something today. What was it? I can't remember. They said something about something.
Was it roses are red, violets are blue?
No, see, most people don't say anything.
So we got numbers. We got September, she didn't go to school. That's 9, right?
Mm-hmm, that's 9.
She's 14 years old.
9 and 4.
The mom is 39.
Mm.
And $10,000. So 10,000 or 10, if you want to, however you want to put that, was rewarded to the GoFundMe. What do we see when we look at those numbers?
I see that it's an attack on kids and mothers. And it should be a wake-up call for these mothers to be mothers. That there are going to be plenty more. It's almost like it's a kid sacrifice or something. People need to be real careful with their kids these days. Okay.
Do you think that the husband, the ex-police officer that was fired for punching the girl in the face, do you think that he had some type of sexual attraction to the daughter?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I saw it years ago. It's I I think it was a poster or something I saw. And sometimes they show it on TV. It'll have a whole bunch of words and it'll say obey, and then they'll have a policeman, then they'll have a clown, and they'll like mix it up. They'll mix it up. And what you don't understand is they're conditioning you. In other words, what they're telling you is obey the policeman, your friend, which why we know that we're not saying all policemen are bad. And these police officers, we know for a fact, a lot of them get by with what? Pure D murder. And where was this at? You said this was in New Jersey, right?
Yeah, she was missing in New Jersey. She was found in New York.
She was found in New
living
York.
in shelters and sleeping on benches.
So we know right now, I know, I don't know whether nobody else noticed. I know right now that Black females, even Black males, are under attack. That's good. She was found alive. And she said, I don't want to go back to that home. And she exposed what the mom was doing. But all at the same time, you have to investigate because you don't know.
So in other words, it's a great thing that the mom was arrested and she should do jail time. How much time do you think she should get?
I don't know. But she in jail until they can work out what the difference is. So I would tell anybody, hey, don't have kids if you're not going to raise them. It's almost dangerous these days to have kids or either go into foster care or work in these facilities. You have a great area right now when it coming down to people.
All right, so that's gonna bring me to another story that I want to play for you, Rose, real quick. All right. So I want you to dig deep into this. This is a story about a mother and a baby being found murdered. Now check this out. We'll be back.
The search for this missing 1-year-old girl. Wheeling police telling CBS 2 they believe her body was found this afternoon in this retention pond along I-80 in Hammond, Indiana.
They do believe this is the body of Jacqueline Angel Dobbs. Now, Angel's mother was found murdered in their Wheeling apartment. That was on Tuesday night. Teams then found the body of a Black girl younger than 5 years old. She is now in the care of the Lake County coroner, working on making that positive identification.
All right, so I think this happened. They found a mom in Wheeling, Illinois. They found a child in Indiana, or is it Wheeling, Indiana? I'm not sure. But what did you get from this story right here, Rose?
A ritual.
Can I tell you what I get from it real quick? I get,
Go ahead.
like you said earlier, a mother not protecting her child.
Exactly. Maybe bring in the wrong male, but these things like this have a spiritual thing in it. Okay, when I see stuff like that, when a mother and a child are like that, it's like a ritual. Just
like the story we did a while back, where the mom was murdered and the child was found in a dumpster and her father. It's the same thing. These are young Black men right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was a Black child, a Black mom, and a Black man that did it.
Black kids are being under attack because the fact that we're doing these stories, it seems like we're doing more and more of them. We're doing more and more of them.
And the thing is, I didn't want the show to be about murders, killings, but I can't escape it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't escape it. I can't escape that the fact that last month we did a story about a child and the mother being killed, and then this month we do the same exact story.
That's why I can't do them all the time. That's another thing. That's what that's why I stopped doing rumors and lies. When you start doing these kind of shows, something begins to take place in your psyche. Okay, and that's true. It does, and that's why I when I reach a certain plateau or something, I have to kind of like step back, because I'm really not about, I'm really more about trying to be positive, because I really talk about more or less the law of attraction. But when I do these kind of stories, I find that I become more negative. I even like cry sometimes uncontrollably. And I know why. It's because of the sadness and the trauma that the person suffers. And like I say, I don't expect anybody, I don't want anybody's pity or anything, but these things are real.
Yep.
And when I talk about it passionately, because I know of some things. I don't put everything that personally that happened to me out here, but I want people to know that this kind of stuff does exist. And it's in our family. If you had any kind of tragedy in your family, if you was to go back in time, you would see your ancestors or something happen, and it travels from ancestry. It may skip a generation or go to the next generation, but these things are called generational curses.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Do you think that this young baby and his young mother was cursed?
Somehow, somewhere. I don't know whether it might have been 2 or 3 generations back. I don't know. But I know these things exist.
Explain a generational curse.
Well, like, who is it? Let me see who I can use. The Hemingways, Ernest Hemingway. Okay. His book was The Old Man and the Sea. Old man Ernest Hemingway, he committed suicide. His daughter, not Muriel, the other one, she committed suicide. And they had a son as well. All 3 of them people committed suicide. Okay. The Kennedys. Okay.
So this baby and her mom could have been cursed years
Could have been. You'd have to go in their family.
The other mother and child that was found a month ago could have been cursed.
Could have been.
I think
reason for everything. Cause and effect. It's a reason for everything.
I think that
sometimes you need to know. Sometimes you're not.
Yeah, because I think sometimes that I'm cursed. It's a lot of death going on around me. Lil Durk, he's cursed. Famous rapper Lil Durk. He loses lots of people around him, either to jail or death. And I understand what where you're coming from when you say that. It's just sad to me when I have to do stories like this. I really don't like doing them. But I realize that if we don't speak our minds on these subjects, that's actually happening. Like, this stuff is not what we're making up and we're talking about stories. We're talking about what's on the news. And it's just sad to me to see these type of things happening to young Black folks, like the young girl that was 14 years old. It hurts me to look at her mom dressed up in all that makeup and then picture the daughter being just as fast and, manic and whatever. It just hurts me, man. And a lot of people, like I said, feel like since her husband lost his job, lost his good ass job, because being a police officer pays well in New York, you know what I'm saying? So lost his great job due to the fact that the daughter may have been acting up and she let a man discipline her. A man disciplined her daughter, who happens to may have been taking full financial responsibility of the household. Then, like I said, the auntie said she witnessed it. I don't know when she said it, but she said it maybe when the girl came up missing, but now I don't feel like that was too late because the girl was found. She wasn't murdered. She could have been killed by the mom and the husband, and just like, this world is so crazy.
We still only hitting the tip of the iceberg.
Well, let me get your final thoughts on the 2 stories that we talked about today.
People raise your children. You
Right.
know, raise your children. Raise your children. Teach them right from wrong.
Right. You know,
Yes.
last time we talked in that story about the mom and the son that was found in the garbage can.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the parents said that she was hiding her relationship. She was dealing with black men though, but she was hiding her relationships. But these are grown women. You know, they said that she was found in her apartment. Both of them. I mean, well, one of them was found in her apartment. One of them was found, you know, dead on the streets, but they had their own apartments. These are grown women, you know. So parents, like my homeboy, Mr. Blue said, he said, you got to install your kids with the right morals before they're 5 years old. You know?
You do. My mom used to say, I'm going to let y'all look at this because I don't want you saying I didn't show it to you. So I'm going to let you look at it so you can see for yourself because this kind of stuff does go on. And she always gave us the freedom to look at things. And she always told us things so we could have the freedom to know right from wrong.
Rose, can you tell the people where they can find you at?
Well, you can find me on my website at mindhack102wordpress.com. You can find me in the Secret Knowledge group. There's a public group. And there is a group 1, okay, as well as a blog, okay? And you can find me on Facebook. And you can find me on Anchor, where I do a podcast from time to time called The Light Side. I have over about 60 podcasts where we talk about nootropics, we talk about religion, we talk about the law of attraction, we talk about a variety of things.
Yep. And you also talk about, what is that?
Gematria.
Gematria.
Right. So you can find some people in group 1, the Secret Knowledge group 1. You find some people there that talk about gematria if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Okay. As well as videos from other YouTubers, past and present, that have already done the research for you. And you can watch their videos and decide for yourself.
Yep, and you can find me on Nothing But the Truth minicast with Rose Williams and me, Low from the Go. Also at Members Only Podcast, which is also a Facebook group, and Fast and Furious interviews where we interview our young entertainers. Now, me and Rose, we've been doing this for a while, and I know a lot of you guys out here. It touches me too to do stories. Like I said, I don't want to do stories on bad things, but I do know that bad things happening in this world, and by us spreading our knowledge and wisdom is what could help. So every time we do a show like this, I gotta admit to you guys, I might get down on my knees and pray because I'm going through a lot of stress too. I'm going through a lot. Like I said, I feel like I'm cursed, you know, for something that I did or something that another family member may have did. I do believe in that type of stuff. I want to focus on the demons of today, you know. And like I said, Rose, we just now hearing about this stuff because it's getting shared. You know, that's why we know about it now. This stuff been going on, but it's being shared now all over the world. Like somebody can die right now, a child, and it can get shared from coast to coast within 10 minutes.
I was at Walmart the other day, and I was waiting for my son. And he said, "What you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm looking at the wanted posters." And he said, "Why are you looking at the wanted posters?" You know, the kids, "Have you seen me?" And I said, "Because you just never know. You never know." I said, "These people are waiting for the kids to come home." I said, "Some of them won't come home."